morning. It is tournament morning, and it is a little breezy today. You can't hear it because I'm in the truck right now, but you can probably see out the window here. The trees are rocking. It's like 25 to 30 miles an hour out of the southwest, and this tournament's gonna be interesting. It's our third NYKBF of the year, and there's 3 different places you can fish: 12 Mile, 18 Mile, and Wilson Harbor. We're gonna start in one place. It might honestly be bumper cars because there's like 27 people here. I'm sorry, the lighting is horrible right now. There might be a lot of people here and it's not a big area. So if that is the case, we'll probably soak it up for all it's worth and you know, try to outfish those folks. See if we can get our limit, get some key fish, because this is where I found the best fish about a week ago. And then honestly, depending on how that goes, how many people are here, what I'm seeing fish-wise, what stage they're in, etc., I might honestly pack up and leave and go fish a different part that might be less pressured. Might be new water to run and new fish to get in front of. So we're gonna play it by ear. We're gonna kind of read this weather too, kind of see what's going on. I'm gonna start off throwing a mag draft, throwing a buzz bait, kind of get a bead on these fish if they're still as active as they were when we were here last time. Might have to flip, throw an eco rig, etc. We'll see. But either way, it's tournament morning. I'm excited. We're gonna try to keep adding on some good finishes here for NYKBF. We're leading AOI right now with a 1st and a 5th place finish. Fish clean, fish smart, make good decisions. And we'll talk to you guys right before we're about to launch here. All right, guys, we are all loaded up and got our buddy Paul. You can't see him, but he's back there. Him and I are the only ones at this ramp, but as you go all the way down there, there's a state launch, and my buddy said there's like 10 to 12 people. So fortunately, my fears are true in the fact that there's gonna be a lot of people in here. But that just means one thing, that we gotta outfish them. But I think we have the strategic launch here in terms of probably the best area to start. And we're probably gonna soak this area up, beat the crap out of it, check out 1 or 2 more spots depending on people, because I'm not one to pull in on somebody, so I don't want to do that. So if someone's in there, I'll make way, but if they're not there, we'll check out a couple more places, and then depending on the fishing, we will get out of here and go check out a different spot. Like I said earlier, the weather's looking good so far in terms of being able to fish this stuff out of the way. Talk to you guys soon. All right, guys, 1 minute and first cast. Let's go. Good luck, boys. Incher. Gotta start somewhere, I guess. Not gonna win with these fish, but it's a start in the right direction. 13. All right, guys, it is like almost 10 o'clock and we only have 2 fish. I don't know anybody that has a limit, and I haven't checked standings. All I know is that this is brutal. Water temps dropped about 10 degrees. Fish are not as active as they were. Granted, it was a week ago, so obviously a lot can change. They're just being really finicky. They're barely even up shallow. They're not in this nice milfoil right off of here. I haven't seen big ones. Only thing I can think to do is to just keep grinding away and just keep soaking this wacky rig and just see what can. It's gonna have to be a junk fishing day. I don't know what else to do. I don't want to leave just yet. You know, when the time comes, I want to give it a little bit to see if they settle down a little bit. They'll start eating some stuff. I mean, we got bluegill up shallow that are active, so I'm hoping that maybe we can pick up a limit with this wacky rig and go one bite at a time. There we go, like that. Just like that. Okay, I think we know what we're doing for it. I'm sure somebody's catching them, but I think I need to keep doing this for a while because I need to go one fish at a time. I think if it's going to be this tough, I mean, I don't know how other creeks are doing, but it could go a long way, potentially. So we're going to see what we can do here. Let's get this fish on the board. It's sad that this is our third and biggest one so far, and it's a whopping maybe 14 inches. Yeah, it might be 14. All right, 14 3/4. Fish number 3. Keep grinding away. Did not think that this was going to be a grind. I can't believe I just used the net on him. That could be potentially 4 right there. 12 incher. It's okay. One bite at a time. That's all we asked for. We're not catching them any other way, so we got to roll with what we got and just hope that big bites come along here. You'd think just because the time that these bass would be, you know, eating regardless, you know, even if with that temperature drop. Yeah, it's one thing for that temperature drop to mess them up, like really early in the season when the temperature, you get a week that's really hot and it drops again, like that can mess them up, especially in the south. But these northern fish usually don't get affected by this. Like, it shouldn't matter, they should still eat. Oh, there's 5. We're gonna have a limit of really small fish. Embarrassingly small. 13.5. Our biggest fish is literally a freaking 14. We have 4 hours to start calling. Another 12 incher. I'm pretty sure we have 2 12s we have to get rid of. I do not want to look at standings. I have a whopping 65 inches. That needs to change. There we go. That's what we need. We need more like that. We need bigger than that. Might be a 15 incher maybe. Another 14 3/4. You gotta be kidding me. Yep. Another 14 3/4. Just keep grinding away. That's all we can do. Try to catch everything that bites, and I think this is gonna be the plan now. Just chuck a wacky rig around all day. Try to sight fish these suckers. I mean, I know they're in here. No. There's more in there. No way! Come on. Why are they missing it? There's two good ones right there. The wind is blowing me all over the place. Saw that sucker. Ah, that's a little one.
Oh, that's a little one?
That's a little one. How you guys doing?
Good. How about you?
Doing all right. Here we go, guys. 16. Homeboy got it good. Alright, with that 16, that's a 4-inch coal, I'm pretty sure. We got 72 inches, which is really bad. It's better than where we were a few hours ago, but it's still really bad. So we gotta keep cranking away here and trying to cover water. It seems like as the day goes on, more bigger fish are pulling up and making themselves known. I mean, they're probably there, they're probably just not eating. Either that or the females are out in the bed a few, feet away off the bank where I'm probably going right over top of them. So I'm gonna make an effort here to try to see if I can't catch any, on these paths and this grass off here, because they might just be hanging back a little bit. Past couple tournament videos you guys have seen, I've had a set game plan where things have gone pretty right for me. The only reason I did bad at Otisco was my own fault for, one, not hunkering down in the right area that I knew was around fish, but then two, I submitted the wrong picture, so I should have been like 3rd place. So today in this video, you're seeing me make some adjustments here, which I think could be a better video for you guys, me making adjustments versus me sticking to the same game plan all day. $13 1/4. Could not stop the kayak. That wind had me going so fast. Oh god, I thought I was gonna lose that fish. I just about lost my rod. Oh, hell yes. That's the one we freaking needed. I'm hoping it's at least a 17. $18.5, guys. That is one we needed really bad. kicked my freaking butt on that spinner pole. So is this wind. This wind is making me so pissed. And I guess I shouldn't complain in 30-mile-an-hour winds, but still. You going that way? You going that way?
I'm only going there because I'm going to hit a dock.
If you're going to go on top water, I'll go behind you and throw the whacker again. If that's cool.
I literally just came up the top water, but if you want to,
Well, I'm saying if you're going back that.
super random that I even fucking signed it on.
Ooh, there's a bass right there.
There you go. I saw that.
That was a little one.
I just missed.
I got an 18. I just need to get rid of freaking that 13. Thing. $14.25. That's all she wrote, guys. That is all she wrote. That was a frustrating day. Alright guys, tournament is a wrap. Got off the water, headed to awards, and it was a pretty brutal day. We found out, getting on the water, looking at temps. I had gone out and pre-fished this spot the week prior. Granted, you know, a lot can happen in a week, but the water temps dropped almost 12 degrees. And these fish were up shallow the week prior, all getting ready to do their business to spawn. There was giants roaming the shallows, caught them really good on a mag draft. And I barely even breezed through this stuff, so it's not like you're beating fish up a week before. And showed up, and it was tough. Went one pass through my best stretch and had no bumps, no interest, no nothing on a mag draft. And instantly knew that the day was probably going to be harder than I anticipated. At least until what I thought was the afternoon bite, which wasn't really much, but it was a little bit better. And then turned to me soaking a wacky rig for the remainder of the day. Caught a lot of fish, not good fish. Had a 16, which is an okay fish. Had an 18, which is a good one, especially for this tournament, but without that 18, I would have placed very bad. Definitely was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Fished a very small area for the majority of the tournament. I'm pretty sure you guys can tell by that, by the footage. And really the majority of the fish that I caught were males up shallow. Now, thankfully with my Hobie eyewear shades, the Sightmaster lenses, it completely lightens up the bottom for me. And I saw just about every fish before it ate. So a lot of what I was doing, because there was really good milfoil a few feet off the bank, I tried flipping it. I tried throwing a chatterbait over it. I tried dragging through it with a Senko. I tried a bunch of stuff thinking that maybe those females would be pushed off in that grass, and they might have still been. I just had no signs that they were there. Couldn't find the female, so I was forced to get up and try those males. There was a couple males that were, 14 to 15 inches that I was trying to go through. I got stuck with 4 or 14 inches at the end of the day, which sucks. But even with that bad day, I had 78 inches, which 78 in this tournament, I thought I'd be lucky to even get top 20 out of 27 for this thing. But we ended up in 5th place again. So we got a 1st, 5th, and a 5th. Either way, I'm not disappointed with the top 5, especially with the day that I had. It was one that tested my patience, and thankfully I kept a positive mind and we rolled through. So we're sitting really good for AOY right now with a 1st, a 5th, and a 5th. We got 2 more tournaments that count towards that because it's out of your top 5 tournaments. So we're hoping to keep that top 5 streak going, knock on wood, and to keep doing well in these things because Angler U would be pretty awesome. So quickly to show you guys the rig that did it all for me, that I was basically in my hands the entire day. To start with the bait. Now I am a Berkeley guy. I like to use the power bait Max Scent General, but what I noticed, so the General does seem to sink a lot faster than most stick baits. So what I did, and I always keep these in the boat, just for this reason exactly, I like to sight fish with a Yum Dinger. The only reason for that, I'm a firm believer in Max Scent, but the Yum Dinger sinks extremely slow, slower than I've used with most stick baits. It's like the fall rate is so slow that it will, when you are sight fishing, it will hover in a fish's face, and that is exactly what I needed because they almost see in post frontal, and that was what I did. Just chucked this around, got it in their face, and that's how I got my bites. Just green pumpkin, nothing crazy, but the hook is something I'm becoming a quick fan of. And I've used it for Nico rigging, but it is an Owner Sniper Finesse hook. It's a 2-aught. I did not lose a single fish on this thing all day. Out of all the fish that I caught, small to large, granted the one large one, and I was extremely impressed. 8-pound Gamma fluorocarbon. This is 10-pound Seagar Smackdown braid. That is an Abu Garcia Xenon 2500 spinning reel. And that is a 7-foot medium fast Abu Garcia Fantasista Premier spinning rod. And all of that will be linked down below, as well as my Omnia fishing report for you guys to view, see all the baits that I use, take you directly to the baits, and if you want to buy them you can, and save yourself money using the code SERIOUS10 to save 10% off your order. So that's how the tournament went. Hope you guys are enjoying these tournament videos. If you've not already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, share Be the Fish with your friends, and we will see you guys on the next video.